on Monday Night Football. And Bills linebacker Von Miller, who's recovering from a torn ACL suffered last Thanksgiving, tells 9 News in Denver that he's feeling great, and if he's not available for the season opener, he'll be back no later than Week 6. New Colts head coach Shane Steichen announced the team will host joint practices with the Bears at Graham Park prior to their second preseason game. Indianapolis will then head to Philadelphia for joint practices before their third preseason game against the Eagles. Free agent defensive end Yannick Ngakoue is still on the market, and he told SiriusXM Radio he's waiting to find a stable home on a multi-year deal. Ngakoue spent the first 4 years of his career in Jacksonville, but has been on 4 teams since being traded away in 2020. He had 9.5 sacks last year with the Colts. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I switched to Boost Mobile and got a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone. Want to know the best part?
It was free?
Nope.
The fact that it's on America's largest 5G networks?
Nope. It's the ding.
Oh, yeah. Love the ding.
Right? It's all about the ding. It's the dingarooski, the dingaroner, the ring-a-ding-ding.
Unleash your power to save with Boost. Get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone when you switch. Boost Mobile. Unleash your power.
And the ding.
Limited time offer. New customers only. Available on select networks. 5G not available everywhere. One device per line. Tax excluded. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks made it easy to put a smile on Dad's face. Use promo code SIZZLE at checkout at omahasteaks.com and get $30 off your qualifying order. Choose from mouth-watering packages like fork tender, bacon wrapped filet mignons, air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, burgers, jumbo franks, and more. Plus, most gift packages come with 4 delicious caramel apple tartlets. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code SIZZLE at checkout for $30 off. That's omahasteaks.com. Code SIZZLE at checkout. Minimum order is required. See site for details.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Throughout the year, we have contests on Kxo AM 1230. This allows you the opportunity to have some great fun and a chance to win some nice prizes. In order to allow as many people as possible a chance to win, we've established a few ground rules for on-air contests. Number 1, you must be 18 years of age or older to win. Number 2, only one winner per family per contest in any 4-week period. And number 3, copies of any of the rules and conditions for specific contests will be available at the KXO studios. It's just that simple. So good luck, have fun, and keep listening to KXO AM 1230.
Packers Mini Storage in Brawley will stage a public auction this coming Saturday in their Brawley facility, 665 Old Highway 111. Pre-registration is Saturday morning, June 3rd, before the public auction begins at 8:30 a.m. If you need more information, call 1-760-352-7960. Don't miss Packers Mini Storage public auction beginning this Saturday, June 3rd at 8:30 a.m. in Brawley.
And it is 7:31 on this Saturday morning, June 3rd, and we've got some birthdays today. The happy birthdays going out to the big shots. Irma P. Hall. She was in Soul Food. She's 88 today. Ian Hunter, he's a singer. He's 84. Eddie Holman's another singer. He's 77. Tristan Rogers, he was in General Hospital and The Young and the Restless. He's making around in the soap operas. He's 77 today. Too Slim, he's the bassist for Riders in the Sky. 75 today. Susie Quattro's 73. Denise Williams, let's hear it for the boy. She's 73. Dan Hill, he is 69. Susie Aplaxon of How I Met Your Mother is 65. Actor Scott Valentine, he's kind of the heartthrob back in those days. He was in Family Ties. He's 65. Guitarist Kerry King of Slayer is 59. And the news guy, TV journalist Anderson Cooper, is 56 years old today. We got some local birthdays. We do, coming up.
Did you know we're on Facebook? KXO Radio Imperial Valley. That's our Facebook page. Check it out. Neat stuff on Facebook. KXO Radio Imperial Valley. Follow us on Facebook.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Alfredo Gallegos, Adrian Garcia, Christian Villascueta, Bob Kelton, Debbie McGee, Elizabeth Irving, Esteban Zambrano, Joanna Hernandez, Casimir Martinez, Martha Arias, Roland Estrada, Sylvia Petri, and Vincent Ocampo Jr. Happy birthday to each and every one. Happy anniversary going out to David and Barbara Ellis. Happy anniversary to you guys. And there you go. Now we can tear into it. We've got your World and California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. More than 280 people are dead and at least 900 are hurt after 2 passenger trains in India derail. The railway minister says through an interpreter that a probe is underway.
A high-level committee has been announced and it will hold an inquiry into this whole incident. The Rail Safety Commissioner will also hold an inquiry in order to find out the root cause of this incident.
President Biden expected to sign that debt ceiling legislation today after addressing the nation last night.
Passing this budget agreement was critical. The stakes could not have been higher.
Federal investigators say a nurse denied multiple requests to take an 8-year-old migrant girl to the hospital the day she died.
Her fever at one point the day before she passed away had spiked to nearly 105 degrees. Why that didn't raise alarms for these medical contractors is part of that investigation.
Nick Miroff at the Washington Post, CBS News Brief. I'm Allison Keyes.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
Police Chief Anthony Mata says 31-year-old Kevin Parkanora carjacked a vehicle, stabbing the driver, and committed many other crimes.
The suspect is currently in custody at the Santa Clara County Jail and is charged with multiple counts of homicide, attempted homicide, and carjacking.
In Fresno, hundreds of Bitwise employees and their families have begun the month without a paycheck and are questioning if they'll ever return to work.
They're calling it a furlough, but that is just smoke and mirrors. This is very clearly a mass layoff.
Attorney Roger Bannock-Dar says workers became suspicious when they were told that instead of direct deposits, they would get paper checks, and those checks began to bounce. The company then sent out an email on Memorial Day notifying them that they were furloughed effective immediately. The workers are now taking legal action. Mike Sauceda, California Headline News.
And your World California News headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And right now, it's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors. In Brawley at the Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the KXO newsroom, drainage ditch fire yesterday morning. It was the Rosarita Rosita drainage ditch east of Imperial Valley College. The fire was reported at 5 Friday morning. Imperial County Fire Deputy Chief Salvador Flores said aid was called in from the El Centro Fire Department, Centinela Prison Fire Department, Westmoreland Fire, Brawley Fire, Naval Air Facility Fire, and the 2 engines with the county. They were able to stop the fire at around 6 acres. Chief Flores said the crews were mopping up at around 8 a.m. yesterday morning, controlling hot spots when they were discovered. The fire burned brush and no structures were ever threatened. It did create a lot of smoke, however, hovering over Imperial for a while. The chief said mutual aid was called in because of the wind situation. Said the wind, however, quickly died down, enabling the crews to get the upper hand on the fire really quick. Cause of the fire is under investigation. And the Imperial Valley Symphony, a young artist concert. It is the final performance of the season for them. It's being held tonight at 7 p.m. The concert will be at the Southwest Jimmy Cannon Theater. It will feature student performers from across the valley. It will also feature Dr. Christina Kim and Luke Hamby on Bach's infamous double concerto. The concert is free, but donations will be accepted to help fund student scholarships for their participation in the concert. We'll have more in just a minute.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
And graduation ceremonies pick up again this next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. Graduation season wraps up in Imperial County on Saturday, June 10th. 3 graduation ceremonies will be held Wednesday. ICOE Valley Academy graduation begins at 2 p.m. at the Jimmy Cannon Theater at Southwest. Ceremony for Imperial Pathways Charter School will also be held at Southwest beginning at 8 p.m. Wednesday. Desert Valley High School will hold their ceremonies at Warrenfield in Brawley, beginning at 8 p.m. 4 graduation ceremonies will be held Thursday, June 8th. ICOE Adult Life Skills will hold their ceremony at the ICOE El Centro, beginning at 1 p.m. Aurora High School ceremonies in Calexico will be held at Rodney Auditorium at SDSU, beginning at 5:30 p.m. Hopeville High School graduation ceremony will be held at the Hopeville High School football field beginning at 7 p.m. Brawley Union High School graduation will be at Warren Field beginning at 8 p.m. On Friday, June 9th, San Pasqual Valley High School, Bill Maines, will hold their ceremony at their new gym beginning at 7 p.m. Calexico High School graduation will be at Ward Field beginning at 7:30 p.m. Imperial High ceremonies will be at the football field as well, beginning at 7:30 p.m. Graduation season wraps up Saturday, June 10th with Imperial Valley College. They'll be holding 2 ceremonies. First will begin at 9 a.m. Second ceremony will begin at 2 p.m. Both will be held at the IBC DePauli Sports Complex. And a little bit of shaking going on up in the mountains yesterday. 3.0 magnitude earthquake was reported, a minor earthquake. It was centered about 9 miles east and northeast of Mount Laguna, between Mount Laguna and Pine Valley. No damage or injury was reported in that incident. Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And it is now time for page 2 of the local news, served up by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food specializing in sushi rolls. There are 50 different varieties of sushi rolls, one for every state of the union. In the news this morning, Border Patrol Border Patrol seizes some fentanyl. It happened recently at the checkpoint on Interstate 8 near Yuma. The Yuma sector Border Patrol agents were working the checkpoint. They say a canine alerted to a vehicle at the checkpoint. Search of the vehicle resulted in the discovery of 192 pounds of fentanyl, valued at around $2 million. They said that seizure was more fentanyl than what had been seized by the Yuma sector in the entire 2022 fiscal year. And a portion of Highline Road will be closed. County Public Works plans to close a portion of Highline Road. It'll be a 24-hour, 3-day closure. It will be on Highline Road between Keystone Road and Gender Road beginning Monday. The closure is to allow for road rehabilitation and applying a skin patch. Motorists are asked to find an alternate route. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
There's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
The high temperature here today, 93 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 66. National Weather Service says hotter temperatures across the region are in store for the weekend and into early next week. Dry and calm conditions will persist through the weekend, with another round of breezy to windy conditions developing for the early portions of next week. Temperatures will trend to below average for the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 100. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 70. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 102. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies, overnight lows around 68. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 97. South to southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour at times on Monday. And right now we are looking at 71 degrees in Yuma, 71 in Indio, 40 degrees up on the mountain in Campo, 71 in Mexicali, 70 degrees in Nyland, 71 at the county airport, 35% the relative humidity. Again, the Air Pollution Control District says there is no report on the air quality in anywhere in the region. That's it. That's local news page 2 and the weather served up this hour by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. Dinner menu features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial. An updated border wait says there's right now 6 lanes open downtown, 30 to 35 minute wait. No wait in the Century Lane, 20 to 25 minute wait if you're walking across. Eastport, the Gateway Port, 2 regular lanes open, 40 to 45 minute wait. There's a 40 to 45 minute wait in the 4 ready lanes. No wait at the East Century Lane.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is now time for your Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. NBA playoffs. It's the finals, the NBA finals. Game 2 will be played on Sunday at 5 o'clock, right at 5 o'clock. The Denver Nuggets lead that series 1-0. They are taking on the Heat in the NBA finals. And the NHL, the Stanley Cup finals, that gets underway tonight. The series Game 1 features the Panthers at the Golden Knights. The series, the Stanley Cup Finals, features the Panthers and the Golden Knights. They'll be playing in Las Vegas. Game 1 is this evening. And in Major League Baseball, it was the Astros over the Angels 6-2. Cubs got by the Padres 2-1. The Brewers and the Reds went 11 innings. Brewers won the game 5-4. As the Marlins shut out the Athletics 4-0. It was the Nationals over the Phillies 8-7. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 7-5. Blue Jays shut out the Mets 3-0. It was the Rangers. They shut out the Mariners 2-0. Twins shut out the Guardians 1-0. Rockies defeated the Royals 7-2. It was the White Sox. They shut out the Tigers 3-0. It was the Diamondbacks over the Braves 3-2. The Dodgers all over the Yankees 8-4, and the Orioles beat the Giants by a score of 3-2. Rays and the Red Sox, they were postponed. Inclement weather, I believe. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in the French Open, Novak Djokovic, he moved on, but he wasn't happy. He was extremely irked by the booing. Everybody was booing him rather horrendously. Djokovic usually takes the heat. In fact, he thrives off the negativity, but not in this case. Very mad, very irked, but he went on. He moves on to the next round at the French Open. Casper Ruud, he also moves on. He rallied to advance at the French Open. And Elena Rybakina, she is not going to advance anywhere. She's pulled out of the French Open due to illness. And Rafael Nadal, he's not playing anywhere either, not for at least the next 5 months. He had hip surgery just when he was getting ready to come back and make a comeback from previous surgeries. And the world of golf, Minjee Lee and Cheyenne Knight, they lead the LPGA's Mizuho Americas Open. Justin Su and Hideki Matsuyama, they're riding hot putters at the Memorial in Ohio. And Iowa star Caitlin Clark will be playing in the John Deere Classic Pro-Am NASCAR race. The NASCAR race is tomorrow. That's going to be at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. In the meantime, Chase Elliott will not be there. He's been suspended one race for wrecking Denny Hamlin on purpose. And the Stewart Haas Racing has been penalized for a counterfeit part on the number 14 car. NASCAR issued its second massive penalty in as many days by levying huge fines on Wednesday against Stewart Haas Racing for an alleged counterfeit part. Didn't say what it was. was found on Chase Briscoe's car in the secondary inspection after the Coca-Cola 600. And the Suns, the Phoenix Suns in basketball, the NBA, they're finalizing a 5-year deal to hire Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel, they're finalizing a deal. He will be the franchise's next coach once everything is finalized. And Wojo, he is the coach of the Jazz G League team, according to sources. That announcement was made yesterday. Chris Bassett beats the Mets. Then he returned to Toronto to be with his wife. He stood on the mound in the 8th inning as the teammates patted him on the back. Manager John Schneider took the ball and offered the only words necessary: "Go be a dad." Wife was obviously pregnant. Big 12 talks expansion, the sources say, as the commissioner touts the plan. Well, they want to expand it out. Churchill Downs has moves meet to Ellis Park following 12 horse deaths at Churchill Downs. And Courtney Vandersloot, victorious in the Surreal, returned to Chicago. Guard Courtney Vandersloot was the second New York Liberty star in the WNBA this week to return to face her former team for the first time on the road, as forward Brianna Stewart did against the Seattle Storm on Tuesday. So there you go. That's a look at sports. Sports this hour has been brought to you by the Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Packers Mini Storage in Brawley will stage a public auction this coming Saturday in their Brawley facility, 665 Old Highway 111. Pre-registration is Saturday morning, June 3rd, before the public auction begins at 8:30 a.m. If you need more information, call 1-760-352-7960. Don't miss Packers Mini Storage public auction beginning this Saturday, June 3rd at 8:30 a.m. in Brawley.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Throughout the year, we have contests on KXO AM 1230. This allows you the opportunity to have some great fun and a chance to win some nice prizes. In order to allow as many people as possible a chance to win, we've established a few ground rules for on-air contests. Number 1, you must be 18 years of age or older to win. Number 2, only one winner per family per contest in any 4-week period. And number 3, copies of any of the rules and conditions for specific contests will be available at the KXO studios. It's just that simple. So good luck. Have fun and keep listening to KXO AM 1230.
And we are now ready for financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks jumped Friday with the Dow Jones Industrial Average closing up 701 points after the May jobs report showed that the labor market is in surprisingly strong shape despite the Federal Reserve's aggressive tightening of monetary policy in the past year. For the week, Dow climbed 2%. S&P 500 increased 1.8%. The NASDAQ advanced 2%. S&P 500 booked a third straight week of gains, while the tech-heavy NASDAQ rose for a sixth straight week in its longest winning streak since January. That's a look at business. We've got the weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature here today, 93 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 66. National Weather Service says hotter temperatures across the region are in store for the weekend and into early next week. Dry and calm conditions will persist through the weekend, with another round of breezy to windy conditions developing for the early portions of next week. Temperatures will trend to below average for the middle of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 100. South winds at around 5 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 70. West to southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Sunday. Highs right near 102. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, clear skies. Overnight lows around 68. Monday, sunny skies, highs right near 97. South to southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30 miles per hour at times on Monday. And right now we're looking at 71 degrees, 35% the relative humidity. Still no report on air quality in the region, none at all, as provided, as usually provided by the Air Pollution Control District. Financial news and weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Have you checked out our website? KXORadio.com. News and information you can use, KXORadio.com. And of course, follow us on Facebook. KXO Radio Imperial Valley. Like us, follow us. We're on Facebook.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Allison Keyes in Washington. Would-be rescuers in India have found no more survivors after 2 passenger trains derailed and crashed, killing more than 280 people and injuring more than 900. CBS's Rami Inocencio reports the death toll is expected to rise.
At the crash scene overnight, rescuers pulled screaming wounded from the mangled mess and then laid out the dead in lines and covered with white sheets right next to the tracks. This surge of wounded and dazed victims is also overwhelming small local hospitals that really aren't used to such an influx of trauma patients.
Now to the nation's capital, where President Biden is expected to sign that debt ceiling deal at some point today. This after he addressed the nation last night. CBS's Christina Ruffini.
This was President Biden's first address from behind the Resolute desk. And look, neither side was particularly thrilled with what they ended up with this last-minute deal. But negotiators say that's exactly why it worked.
No one got everything they wanted, but the American people got what they needed. We averted an economic crisis, an economic collapse.
The message of President Biden's Friday night address was less mission accomplished and more crisis averted.
Federal investigators say a nurse refused multiple requests to take an 8-year-old migrant girl to the hospital the same day she died in Border Control custody in Texas. Washington Post reporter Nick Miroff tells us a probe is underway.
This nurse practitioner saw the child multiple times and denied repeated requests from her mother to call an ambulance even as the girl's condition worsened.
Secretary of State Lloyd Austin in Singapore expressing concern about China.
People's Republic of China continues to conduct an alarming number of risky intercepts of U.S. and allied aircraft flying lawfully in international airspace. So we will support our allies and partners as they defend themselves against coercion and bullying.
The debate schedule is set for Republican presidential primary debates.
GOP candidates will take part in a debate to be held August 23rd, and they must pledge to support the eventual GOP nominee. The RNC says a second debate will be held the following night if needed. The debate takes place in the city hosting the 2024 Republican National Convention, Milwaukee. There are already questions about who will take part in the debate with a growing field of candidates. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News, Chicago.
A Utah school district has banned the Bible in middle and elementary schools, saying it isn't age appropriate due to vulgarity or violence. A parent notes it has instances of incest. This is CBS News.
Need hires who dazzle without the hassle? You need Indeed. Their powerful platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
DQ presents how to get the most from your next DQ treat run. Step 1, grab the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Step 2, dig in. That's it, because this triple-decker treat has brownie and cookie brookie pieces, plus Oreo pieces. Oh, that's a mouthful of DQ goodness in every red spoonful. Guess it's time for a treat run, because the Oreo Brookie Blizzard is here for a limited time, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Men, you fought hard for the role that you play in your children's lives. This Father's Day, Cordell & Cordell celebrates you the entire month of June. Join us every Friday for our live webinar series, Father's Fridays. There you'll receive much useful information from our panel of speakers. To register, go to CordellCordell.com/Father's Day.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
A different kind of trouble in the Big Apple.
New York City is sinking under the more than 1 million buildings across the 5 boroughs.
The weight of the buildings themselves, the force that they apply to the ground.
Tom Parsons is with the U.S. Geological Survey.
The eastern seaboard is sinking about 1 to 2 millimeters a year.
And he said parts of the city will eventually be underwater.
The ground's going down, the water's coming up. At some point, those two levels will meet.
But Parsons says no need to run out and buy a life vest. That process will take hundreds of years. Mary Rubin, CBS News, New York.
Topping the list of things that are cool, people on Earth got to see Mars almost in real time. The European Space Agency streamed historic live images of the red planet. Usually pictures of Mars are taken when a spacecraft isn't in contact with Earth and stored until they can be sent back. But this time, the ESA estimated it would only take about 18 minutes to start a live stream. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right, but right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair, Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-831-0771 to speak to an expert. That's 800-831-0771.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer
with George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you wanna.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230.